and I walked in and attempted to socialize with some girls. However, they all laughed at me and held the arms of the big guys instead.
23 de abril de 2018, Toronto, Canadá. Una tarde soleada y normal de lunes, en la que se nota la llegada de la primavera. La gente está en su pausa para comer. Los estudiantes salen del colegio y la vida transcurre con su ajetreo habitual en Yonge Street. Nadie sabe que en unos instantes, una furgoneta blanca se adentrará en esa multitud para escribir una de las páginas más oscuras de la historia de Canadá a la persona que estaba al volante. Ese día no era miembro de ninguna organización terrorista. No tenía ningún manifiesto político ni antecedentes penales conocidos. Era solo un estudiante universitario perdido en su propio mundo que quería ser invisible. Alek Minassian. Entonces, ¿qué empujó a un tranquilo estudiante de informática a estrellar el volante contra personas inocentes? Hoy, no solo analizaremos un ataque, sino también una ideología venenosa que crece en los oscuros recovecos de Internet, el mundo Incel, y como una mente se convierte paso a paso en la de un asesino, volvamos al momento anterior al incidente, al lugar donde todo comenzó. ¿Quién era Alek Minassian? A simple vista, era casi imposible distinguirlo entre la multitud. Era un estudiante inteligente que cursaba desarrollo de software en el Seneca College y sacaba muy buenas notas. Según sus profesores, podía tener un futuro brillante, sin embargo, la otra cara de la moneda era una profunda soledad. Su entorno siempre lo describía como alguien con pocas habilidades sociales, introvertido y un poco raro. Era una persona que evitaba el contacto visual con los demás y tenía dificultades para comunicarse. En realidad, esto tenía un nombre médico: Alek. Le habían diagnosticado un trastorno del espectro autista, más conocido como síndrome de Asperger. En un momento de su vida, quiso romper ese círculo de inadaptación. En 2017, solo un año antes del ataque, se alistó en las Fuerzas Armadas de Canadá. Quizás la disciplina y el uniforme le darían el sentido de pertenencia que buscaba, pero no fue así. Solo aguantó 16 días las dificultades físicas y sociales del entrenamiento militar. Al no poder adaptarse al entrenamiento básico, abandonó el ejército en este. Fracaso fue quizás la gota que colmó el vaso, porque la ira de Alek no solo crecía hacia sí mismo, sino hacia todo el mundo que creía que lo rechazaba, especialmente hacia las mujeres han rechazado en el mundo real. Alek encontró un nuevo hogar en el mundo virtual. En los foros clandestinos de Internet, conoció a los grupos conocidos como Incel, es decir, solteros involuntarios. Aunque parecía un lugar donde los hombres rechazados por las mujeres se consolaban mutuamente, en realidad era una sala de eco tóxica donde se fomentaba el odio hacia las mujeres y la violencia. Alek Minassian no estaba solo allí, y, a medida que leía esos foros, empezó a creer que el culpable de sus fracasos no era él, sino las mujeres que no lo elegían. El proceso de radicalización había concluido. Ahora tenía un plan. Semanas antes del ataque, Alek alquiló una furgoneta blanca a una empresa llamada Ryder. Cuando llegó el 23 de abril, todo estaba listo. Se subió al vehículo y arrancó el motor. Sin embargo, justo antes de pisar el acelerador, no olvidó dejar un último mensaje a sus hermanos del mundo digital. Compartió estas escalofriantes líneas en su cuenta de Facebook: la rebelión Incel ya ha comenzado. Saludos al gran señor Elliot Roger. El Elliot Roger al que se refería era un asesino que en 2014 cometió una masacre con una motivación similar y que era considerado una especie de santo o héroe por la comunidad Incel. Alek se veía a sí mismo como su soldado. Su sucesor dejó su teléfono y condujo la furgoneta hasta Yonge Street, la calle más transitada de Toronto. Era mediodía, las aceras estaban llenas de gente, y Alek Minassian giró bruscamente el volante hacia la acera no Fue un accidente. Los testimonios de los testigos fueron espeluznantes. La furgoneta no solo avanzaba en línea recta, sino que zigzagueaba para atropellar específicamente a las personas que caminaban por la calle, a los que intentaban escapar, a los que estaban sentados en una cafetería, a los que esperaban el autobús. Alek Minassian avanzó durante aproximadamente 2 kilómetros. Exactamente 2 kilómetros, sin levantar el pie del acelerador. Solo dejó tras de sí caos, una nube de polvo y gritos cuando la furgoneta finalmente se detuvo. Toronto se enfrentaba a uno de los mayores traumas de su historia. El balance fue grave. 10 personas habían perdido la vida. 16 personas resultaron gravemente heridas. Al examinar el perfil de las víctimas, la oscura motivación de Alek se hizo aún más evidente. 8 de las personas que perdieron la vida eran mujeres, desde una joven estudiante de 22 años hasta una abuela de 94. Aunque el ataque parecía aleatorio, la misoginia subyacente se manifestaba de forma dolorosa en la elección de las víctimas. Sin embargo, uno de los momentos más impactantes de esta historia tuvo lugar justo después del ataque. Cuando la furgoneta se detuvo tras sufrir daños, Minassian salió del vehículo. No huyó. Llevaba un objeto negro en la mano. Lo sostenía como si fuera un arma y lo apuntaba a la policía. Frente a él había un solo agente de policía. Minassian gritaba con todas sus fuerzas: «Pégame un tiro en la cabeza. Tengo un arma en el bolsillo. Mátame». El plan era muy claro. Suicidio por policía. Es decir, quería que la policía le disparara y lo matara. Para él, eso sería el final. Pero el agente Ken Lam demostró una frialdad increíble en medio de todo ese caos. Se dio cuenta de que lo que Alek tenía en la mano no era un arma, sino solo una cartera. No apretó el gatillo, sin siquiera sacar su arma de la funda. Solo con su voz y su lenguaje corporal, logró neutralizar a un asesino que se le acercaba en ese día. Mientras el mundo hablaba de la brutalidad de un asesino, también se habló de la profesionalidad de un agente de policía y de su voluntad de no acabar con una vida. Ni siquiera la de un asesino. Alek Minassian había sido capturado con vida. Era hora de rendir cuentas. En la sala de interrogatorios y en el tribunal no negó su culpabilidad. No dijo: «Yo no lo hice». Sin embargo, sus abogados desarrollaron una estrategia de defensa muy controvertida. No tiene capacidad penal. Según ellos, Alek era autista. Por eso, no podía empatizar. No podía comprender el dolor de las personas y no era consciente de lo moralmente incorrecto que era lo que había hecho. En otras palabras, técnicamente estaban alegando demencia. Pero ¿era realmente así? ¿El autismo convierte a una persona en un arma de destrucción masiva? ¿O era este el último plan de escape de un asesino a sangre fría? Lo que Minassian contó a la policía en la sala de interrogatorios, lo que sintió mientras cometía los asesinatos y la histórica respuesta del tribunal a esta defensa. Todo ello está lleno de detalles que te helarán la sangre, para no perderte la segunda parte de la serie, en la que nos adentraremos en las profundidades de su mente y analizaremos las grabaciones de los interrogatorios y la sentencia del tribunal. Suscríbete ahora mismo y no olvides activar la campana de notificaciones. En el próximo vídeo abriremos juntos las puertas de esa sala de interrogatorios. Ahora nos adentramos en las profundidades de su mente.
Have you seen a doctor recently with respect to any medical issues that I should be concerned about?
I don't wish to answer that.
Okay. What about psychological issues?
I don't wish to answer that.
Okay. Alek, can I ask you this? Because it's important. And I'm saying this because I think I know the answer. But am I wrong to understand that in high school you were identified as someone with special needs?
I don't wish to answer that.
Okay. But you did go to Thornley Secondary, didn't you?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. And you graduated from Thornley, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then following that, my understanding is you went to Seneca.
Correct.
And you were, you're just finishing up, if I'm not mistaken. You're just finishing up your course.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's the Center for Development of Open Technology. CDOT?
No, it's Seneca at York.
Yeah, I realize that, but the program you're taking, isn't it called Center for...
No, that was actually something else.
Oh, okay, all right. What are you taking at Seneca?
Bachelor of Software Development program.
Oh, so you're taking a degree?
Yes.
So Seneca offers a degree in software programming?
Yes.
And that's something that you were aspiring to do? I understand you wanted to become a software developer or designer, or software developer,
yes.
Right? Yeah. And a team leader, is that not right?
Yes.
Is that's what you were aspiring to do?
Yes.
Okay. And as far as work, my understanding is you're not working right now.
I don't wish to answer that.
Okay. All right. Is it fair to say that you had some employment lined up with a company called Sheridan Computers?
I don't wish to answer that.
Oh, okay. All right. I do know that you live at home, though, and I do know that you have a mom and a dad, right? I believe your dad, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not pronouncing it right, but his name is Vahi?
I don't wish to answer that.
Okay. And your mom's Sona, and you got an older brother named Haig, and I think he's probably 28, if I'm not mistaken. Haig?
I don't wish to answer that.
Okay. All right. How are things at home?
Good.
With you and your family?
Yes.
Are you close to your mom and dad?
Yes.
Yeah. And what about your relationship with your brother?
It's good.
Good. I understand you were born in Canada.
Yes.
Yeah, and your parents immigrated to Canada some time ago, and they're originally from Iraq. Is that right?
I do not wish to confirm or deny that.
Okay. All right. Okay. I just say that because I've spoken to your dad, and he's worried about you. I'll tell you that. Okay. And I ask you these questions, and I'm not trying to intimidate. I'm not trying to scare you. Okay. The reason why I ask these questions is because it's important that I get to know you better. All right. We just met for the very first time, and you don't know me. Am I right?
Correct.
Right. And I've never met you before, but I do know a great deal about you, and it's important I get to know you better. And the reason why I say that is because this is an important issue that brings you here today. Okay, it's very serious, and I think I would be neglectful if I didn't at least try and understand who you are. That's all I'm trying to do. Do you understand?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel intimidated right now? Are you scared or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Will you let me know if that ever happens?
I will let you know.
Okay. All right. If there's anything I say that is offensive, or that you find offensive, or if there's anything I say that you don't like, will you let me know?
Yes.
Okay. The reason why I said it, because I don't want to offend you. That's not why I'm here. Okay. I do know this. My understanding is you were in a special needs class in high school. Okay. It was a small classroom, specifically designed for people with special needs. My understanding is that there were a number of students in that class who excelled very well in certain areas, and didn't do very well, or were they performed poorly in other areas. So there were, there was a mixture of individuals in the class, and the idea behind being placed in the special needs class was to focus on the areas where they didn't perform as well. In my conversation with you, in my experience with people with special needs, because I've been doing this a long time, and I have actually family members who have special needs because of a variety of different reasons. I can recognize people who who have special needs, and so the reason why I'm saying that is because I want to make sure you understand what I'm saying. Okay. I don't want to be saying something that is going to confuse you or make you feel uncomfortable or make you feel scared. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Al observar los primeros minutos del interrogatorio, uno podría pensar que no se trata de un asesino que ha matado a 10 personas, sino de un estudiante tranquilo que estudia en la biblioteca. El detective Rob Thomas está aplicando aquí una técnica muy consciente de policía paternalista. En lugar de amenazarlo, intenta ganarse su confianza hablando de su educación y su futuro. Sin embargo, hay un detalle psicológico muy importante al que hay que prestar atención al aplanamiento emocional. Minassian habla de sus logros en el Seneca College, o de su sueño de convertirse en desajolador de software, sin mostrar el más mínimo atisbo de emoción en su voz. Los signos de miedo, temblor o arrepentimiento que cabría esperar tras un delito de este tipo han desaparecido por completo. Incluso cuando el detective le pregunta por su educación especial, Minassian no se pone a la defensiva. Al contrario, acepta inmediatamente el papel de niño inteligente incomprendido que le asigna el detective. Se trata de una habilidad de enmascaramiento que vemos a menudo en la psicopatología. Minassian se pone la máscara de ciudadano modelo para adaptarse al entorno en el que se encuentra en ese momento, porque para él los sentimientos no son algo que se vive, sino herramientas que se imitan.
Were there any difficulties in your life growing up with your mom and dad?
No.
No. What about with school? Were there difficulties with school growing up?
No.
No. And so when I talk about that, I'm talking about like the school curriculum. Going to school, learning, and completing your assignments and things like that. Were there any issues?
No.
Okay. What about the students?
No, I never had any issues.
Never had any issue with any of the students or anything like that? No. And I say this because sometimes these things are important. How were you treated by the other students?
I was treated well.
You treated well. Okay. Did you have any difficulties with any particular group of students?
No.
No. What about difficulties with girls in particular?
No.
No difficulties with girls at all?
No.
No, not at all. How do you feel about girls in general?
I'm attracted to them.
Oh, you are? Okay. So you're heterosexual?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that? Okay, that's important. Have you ever had a relationship with a female?
I don't wish to answer that.
Okay, all right. In terms of females, I mean females and women, because you're 25, you're a young man, right? We'll call them women. In terms of your feelings towards women in general, how would you describe that?
I would say that sometimes I am a bit upset that they choose to date obnoxious men instead of gentlemen.
Yeah. So I have a I got involved in this situation. I'll tell you about it later. But so my understanding is you have some problems with women who date obnoxious men. Right?
Yes.
And these guys, I'm thinking you're talking about the fellows who are loud, arrogant, generally outgoing and popular with girls.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. And you have a problem with the women that date these fellas?
Yes.
Why is it that you have a problem with the women?
Because I feel that it's illogical to be dating such men when they could be dating gentlemen instead.
Right. That makes sense. I mean, and I've seen that because I've grown up. And I'll tell you one of the issues that I had as a kid growing up, because I was, this is going to say, you might not believe me, but I wasn't a very big kid growing up. I was actually very, very small. And it took me a long time to grow. And so as a result, I was kind of ostracized. You know what I mean by ostracized? I was kind of
Cast aside.
Cast aside, yeah. And or I left out, like I wouldn't get picked for teams, or anything like that. I was always kind of the last guy. You ever see those television shows where all the kids are lined up and they're getting picked for the teams, and there's always one guy left out at the end.
Yeah.
That was me. I was that guy. And I was never very popular with girls in school. And that kind of actually went on through the early part of my adulthood, until I started getting taller and maturing, right? But I understand exactly what you meant, because I was, as a kid growing up, I was I was like any other kid, any other young man, right? You would look at attractive girls, and I knew I was probably just as smart, if not smarter, than some of the clowns they were dating. But because for whatever reason I didn't have what it took, they wouldn't date me, because I think because I was short, they wouldn't date me, and they'd end up dating the tall jocks and the other the good-looking fellows. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. Then you kind of resent these girls, right?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of a superficial way of deciding who it is.
Because
you're
height is an unfair. You can't control your height.
Right. Exactly. Right. What other things can't you control?
You can't control your looks either.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Although you're not a bad-looking guy.
Thank you.
No, you are. You're a good-looking guy. You keep yourself well, and you're good. You're fit. You're tall. Yeah. What other things can't you control?
I'm not aware of anything else you can't control.
What about like physical disabilities? Right. Obviously, if you were blind, or
Unfortunately, you can't control that.
Yeah, you can't control that. That's what I mean. So these are things you can't control, or other disabilities. If you're mentally handicapped, or if you have an amputee, or there's other things. So does that would you include that in those issues that you can't control?
Yes.
And so how long have you had this this feeling towards women who are attracted to this particular type of guy?
Ever since I started college.
Ever since you started college. Okay. Was it something that occurred as a result of a single incident? Like, was there one particular moment in your life where it sort of struck home this was a problem, or was it just
on Halloween of 2013, I was attending a house party, and I walked in and attempted to socialize with some girls. However, they all laughed at me and held the arms of the big guys instead.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of rude.
Entonces, ¿cuál fue ese momento decisivo que convirtió a este programador silencioso en un asesino en masa? Minassian, al contarle al detective el punto de inflexión de su vida, en realidad está confesando lo profundamente herido que estaba su narcisismo. El suceso tuvo lugar en una fiesta en una casa durante Halloween de 2013. Alek Minassian cuenta que intentó entablar conversación con las mujeres, pero que éstas se rieron de él y se fueron con hombres grandes y groseros. El mecanismo psicológico aquí es muy claro: herida narcisista. Minassian no se ve a sí mismo como alguien con pocas habilidades sociales, sino como un caballero superior. En lugar de aceptar el rechazo como una parte normal de la vida, lo percibe como un insulto a su estatus. Y lo más peligroso, la externalización. En lugar de mirar sus propias deficiencias, culpa por completo a las mujeres, a las que considera irracionales. Según él, el problema no está en él, sino en la biología de las mujeres que eligen al hombre equivocado. Su ira no se dirige hacia adentro, sino hacia todo el mundo.
How many bedrooms in your house?
I don't wish to answer that.
Oh, okay, all right. Do you have your own?
I just don't want to give up the privacy of anyone else living in the house.
I totally understand that. I totally understand. That makes a lot of sense, and I appreciate you telling me that. you know what, you know, and like I said, you know, if that's the issue, you please let me know. Can I ask you this? Do you have your own bedroom?
Yes.
Okay, all right, okay. So when you're on 4chan, what specifically are you, and you know, 4chan, when you're on your different websites, and Forever Alone, which, let me ask you this, sorry, I mean, it sound confusing. Which are you more active on in terms of
4chan?
4chan, okay. When did you first, sorry, you mentioned this and I forgot, when did you first go on to 4chan?
2014.
2014, and specifically when in 2014?
May 23, 2014.
And how were you able to remember that?
Because I remember that was a very significant day.
Okay, what was that?
That was when Elliot Rodger decided to essentially commit an uprising, a beta uprising, if you will,
right,
against the Chads and the Stacys.
Okay, and that was in the United States?
Yes.
And so when you talk about...
Well, because incels don't believe in borders.
Right, okay.
So locations are irrelevant to us.
Right. But for geographical reference only, am I right to understand it occurred in California?
Yes.
Okay. And what type of what type of uprising occurred? What happened?
It was a beta uprising.
A beta uprising. Okay.
Although he didn't call it a beta uprising at the time. Someone else who was inspired by him, by the name of Chris Harper, called it a beta uprising sometime in actually I believe it was October 1, 2015.
It was 2014.
No, someone else named Chris Harper Mercer in 2015 called it a beta uprising. I'm only retroactively assigning the label a beta uprising to the Elliot Rodgers moves.
I thought Chris Harper Mercer committed a beta uprising in Oregon in 2014, which later fueled Elliot Rodger to do something similar in California in 2016.
It was actually the other way around. Elliot Rodger in 2014, You're
right. I'm sorry. Yes.
His what I'm retroactively calling beta uprising inspired Chris Harper Mercer to do the same thing in 2015.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That makes a lot of sense. So it was Elliot Rodger who was the father.
Basically, the founding forefather of the entire movement.
Right. So explain to me this movement. What's this movement about?
It's basically a movement of angry incels, such as myself, who are unable to get laid. Therefore, we want to overthrow the Chads, which would force the Stacys to be forced to reproduce with the incels.
Right. Okay. When you say incels,
involuntary celibate.
So that's just a short form for fellas who
can't get laid,
can't have sex. Right. Okay. And what happened in the Elliot Rodgers uprising? What did he do?
I know he used a gun as well as a vehicle to convert the life status of certain individuals to death status.
Right.
Only to carry the message that incels can't be oppressed.
Right. So it was an act of rebellion.
Yes.
And it was out of frustration and anger.
You could call it an incel rebellion.
Incel rebellion, exactly. Right. Yeah. Okay. And how many lives were converted from living to dead?
6.
6 in total. Okay. And he used a vehicle in that as well?
Yes.
As part of the process of converting these lives?
Yes.
And was anything else? Did he do anything else?
I know he used a knife
right.
for his first 3 murders.
For his first 3 murders, okay, all right. And then what about Chris Harper Mercer? What did he do?
He used a gun for all of his murders.
For all of his murders. How many people did he murder?
I believe it was either 8 killed and 10 injured, or 10 killed and 8 injured.
10 killed and 8 injured. Okay.
It was one of those 2.
Okay. And were these fellas active on 4chan?
Yes.
They were. Eh? Have you ever communicated with these fellows?
I actually have, as a matter of fact.
Who did you communicate with?
Both of them, actually.
Really?
We used code names, actually.
Okay. What were they?
Elliot Roger was named Valtharion.
Valtharion.
Yes.
How do you spell that?
Valtharion.
Okay. And what was Chris Harper Mercer's name?
Space Robot.
Space Robot. One word or two?
One word.
One
Camel
word.
case.
Camel case.
That means the S and the R were both capitalized.
Oh, I see. Okay. And what was your code name?
Xbox Light Side.
Xbox Light Side.
All one word.
All one word. Camel cased?
No, only the first letter was capitalized.
The X.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so, what did you discuss with these guys?
We discussed our frustrations at society and being unable to get laid, and we were plotting a certain timed strikes on society in order to confuse and shake the foundations, just to put all the normies in a state of panic.
Okay, and who would be a normie?
Normie means normal people. That would be anyone who is considered to be normal by the unfair standards of society.
But not the Chads or Stacys. Chads
and Stacys are actually above normies, or at least they think they're above normies.
Of course, yeah. Okay, all right. So is it fair to say you've got Chads and Stacys up here, normies down here, and then you've got celebs who believe that they are being repressed? Incels, sorry.
Yes.
Incels who believe they're being suppressed or repressed.
Yes.
And so as a result, to even the playing field.
Yes.
They convert the Stacys and Chads from living to dead, and to make
so that we come out on top.
Yeah, more than so. Is there so the targets? Who would the targets for this uprising be?
All of the alpha males.
All the alpha males. So the Chads.
Yes.
So those are the people that you want to kill.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Este es el momento más espeluznante y alejado de la realidad del interrogatorio. Minassian afirma haber hablado por internet con Elliot Roger, autor de una masacre similar en 2014, y dice que el nombre en clave de Roger era Valtharion y el suyo, Xbox Lightside. Pero hay un problema. Elliot Roger estaba muerto en esa fecha, o era imposible contactar con él. ¿Está mintiendo Minassian? Desde el punto de vista psicológico, podríamos decir que se trata de un caso similar al trastorno psicótico compartido. Minassian ha pasado tanto tiempo en salas de chat, como 4chan, que ha empezado a confundir su mundo fantástico con la realidad. Este joven, que se siente solo e invisible, se ve a sí mismo en Internet como un soldado del ejército Incel. Esta historia de la revuelta beta le da el sentido de pertenencia que no encuentra en la vida real. Racionaliza lo que ha hecho no como un asesinato salvaje, sino como un movimiento revolucionario. Histórico.
Take me through that process. What was going through your mind, and what were you thinking when you were doing all of this? What was going on?
I was thinking that it was a time that I stood up to the Chads and Stacys.
Okay. And then, so what happened? Tell me what takes place.
So I booked the van.
Yep.
And then I just simply wait until today.
Yep.
And then I go rent the van, and then I drive it, take it downtown to Toronto.
Okay.
And I just start using it as a weapon.
Okay. All right. And so when you say that, what do you mean by that?
Meaning the vehicle collided with several pedestrians, some of who are no longer alive as a result.
Right. Okay. And so that's a lot of information. Take me back to a month ago. You said this is when this whole planning started?
Yes.
Okay. So about a month ago, where were you at that point?
I was at Seneca College, and I decided to phone Ryder and book either a truck or a van with them. And they had a 10-foot van available,
Mm-hmm.
so I figured that this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I can it's big enough to have an effect, but not too big that I can't maneuver with it. So van was the perfect medium size to use as my weapon.
Right on. Okay. So you're at Seneca,
Yes.
you said, and where specifically at Seneca are you?
I was at the college library and I made the phone call.
At the college library when you made the phone call.
Yes.
So the library that you just drew for me?
Yes.
Okay. And where were you specifically in the library?
These desks.
Okay. What you
It
just?
was actually my face was facing north.
So show me. So show me where you were.
I was sitting here facing this way.
Okay. So you just put Ryder phone call. Okay. So you're sitting there, and this is about a month ago. What day specifically is this?
It was near the beginning of April, so it wasn't exactly a month ago, but almost a month ago.
Okay, all right. So you're at your desk, and what time of day is it?
Midday.
Midday, and you said you made a phone call?
Yes.
And how do you make that phone call?
By Googling the rental number for the nearest rider location.
Okay, and how do you Google the?
I just simply said rider rental locations on my laptop.
On your laptop. Okay, so when you say on your laptop, were you using a school computer?
No, actually, I was using a Windows computer. Because I know I said before I have a Mac, but I also have a Windows which I take to school just because I don't want the Mac to get damaged.
Oh, okay, so you've got two laptops.
Yes.
Oh, okay. What's your other laptop?
The Windows.
Yeah.
Mac and Windows.
Yeah, no, I guess, is it, what's the name of the actual laptop, the make?
It's a Lenovo.
Lenovo, oh, I see, okay. And what color is that?
Black.
Black. And where is that in your bedroom?
It's located in my closet.
Oh, okay, all right. Where you're hanging your clothes?
Yes, above them.
Above, it's on the top shelf?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How many closets in your bedroom?
Just one.
Just one, okay. So you take the Lenovo laptop to your school.
Yes.
At Seneca, and in the library at the desk, you Google the nearest rider.
Yes.
Truck rental.
Yes.
Okay. And what made you decide to choose Ryder?
Because I had looked up some reviews online. They people were saying good stuff about them. Because I had looked at some other companies such as U-Haul, and people were complaining about them, saying that the trucks never arrive on time. The customer support is terrible. But people loved Ryder.
Oh, okay, all right, okay, that makes sense. So this was just reviews that you'd read online that made you choose Ryder?
Yes.
Okay, can I ask why were you looking specifically for a truck?
Because it would be large enough to inflict severe damage.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so how do you contact Ryder?
By phoning them, basically.
And what phone do you use?
My cell phone.
Oh, okay, so you got a cell phone with you?
Yes.
All right, what type of phone is that?
Android.
An Android phone, okay. And that's an actual make?
It's either, your phone's either going to be Android or iOS. My phone is Android.
What's the make of the phone, though?
Asus Zenfone 4.
Okay, and where's that phone?
What do you mean by where?
Where is your cell phone right now?
It was confiscated.
Oh, so we have it?
Yes.
Okay. And what's the phone number to your cell?
416-836-9711.
Okay, and so you call Ryder, and from Seneca, and what Ryder truck rental? What's the address?
700 Cornerstone Road.
Oh, okay. And so what do you say to them? What's the conversation here?
I just said, hey, how are you doing? I was interested in renting a truck. I told him that I wanted to just help a friend move furniture around.
Okay, all right. Do you remember the individual you spoke to?
I believe it was either a Matt or Mike.
A Matt or a Mike, okay. And what did Matt or Mike say?
That, yeah, we do have some trucks available, and that we can rent them out to you, and that he asked me when I wished to rent it, and I said April 23, and lo and behold, it was available today.
Can I ask why you chose April 23rd?
I felt it would be more symbolic if I had completed my exams.
Okay, but apart from the 23rd, there was no other reason?
No.
So if you finished your exams on the 15th, it would have been the 15th?
It would have been the 16th.
Oh, the 16th, okay. All right. So how long is your conversation with the fellow from Ryder?
About 2 minutes.
Okay.
Because it was fairly quick.
Okay, all right. And then what happens? So you made this phone call. Sorry, let me ask you this. Did you reserve the truck?
Yes.
Oh, you okay. And what did you tell him in terms of reserving? How was that going to take place?
I said that we agreed that I could just simply pick it up.
Okay. Did you have to give a deposit or anything like that?
Yes, I had to give. It was about a $400 deposit when I arrived at the location.
Okay, but that's not till later.
Correct.
Okay, so you just reserved the truck. There was no requirement for you to give any type of credit card or form of payment?
Correct.
Okay. So you reserved the truck, then what happens?
¿Qué siente una persona al alquilar el vehículo con el que va a cometer un asesinato en masa? La respuesta de Minassian es escalofriante. Nada. Un mes antes del ataque, se sienta en la biblioteca de la escuela y alquila un vehículo de la empresa Ryder. Fíjense que la lógica que utiliza para elegir el vehículo es totalmente técnica. La furgoneta es demasiado grande, el coche demasiado pequeño. La minibús es lo suficientemente grande como para causar daños, pero lo suficientemente ágil como para maniobrar. Dice aquí, vemos el colmo de la falta de empatía. Ve la vida humana como si fuera una variable en un problema matemático. Además, hay una tremenda compartimentación en su mente. Se levanta por la mañana, desayuna, se lava los dientes y luego se dirige al matadero. El hecho de que pueda separar completamente en su mente sus rutinas diarias de su terrible plan demuestra lo fría y calculadora que es su mente.
You've now paid for the van. You've signed for it. You've been given a paper receipt. And then what happens?
Then as I said before, he tells me to wait as he's getting the van, and so I wait about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then he brings the van, and then I go into it, and then I take it downtown to Toronto, and I start using it.
Okay, so when you're presumably the van gets pulled up in front of the entrance, is that?
Yeah, he pulled it up next to the building, and
Okay.
he made it ready to be able to easily exit out.
Okay, and so do you do an inspection of the van to make sure that there's no damage you're going to?
No, I didn't bother because the van didn't appear to be damaged or anything like that.
Okay, so he gives you the keys.
Yes.
Okay, and what do you do at that point?
I drive off.
Okay, and what route do you take?
I drove down Cornerstone.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Credit Stone, until I reached, I believe, Highway 7.
Okay.
Then I went east on Highway 7, and then I took the ramp to Yonge, and then I went south on Yonge until I reached the attack location near Finch.
Okay. So what direction are you traveling on Credit Stone?
South.
South, and then you go west on...
No, east.
Sorry, east
on Highway 7.
On Highway 7?
And then I take that ramp to Yonge.
Okay.
And then on Yonge I continue south.
Okay, so when do you leave Ryder?
I wasn't looking at the time when I left, but I know I received the van before 1 p.m., although it was, the booking was actually scheduled for 1.
Okay, all right. And how long does it take you to get from Ryder to Yonge Street?
I went to Yonge? To the beginning of Yonge?
To the beginning of the attack.
Oh, to the near Yonge and Finch.
Yeah.
I would estimate about 20 to 30 minutes.
20 to 30 minutes. Now, what are you thinking while you're in the van?
I'm thinking that this is it. This is the day of retribution.
Okay. And anything else in your mind?
Just that. That's
Okay.
that's the only thing that's in my mind. It's just burning in my mind.
Burning in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay, and so let me ask you this, because this is really interesting. Why do you choose Yonge and Finch?
I didn't choose Yonge and Finch in particular. I was driving down Yonge because I knew it would be busy area, and then as soon as I saw there were pedestrians, I just decided to go for it.
Okay. And so, where specifically were you, in terms of your specific location? Where were you when you just decided to go for it?
I was at some traffic lights.
Okay, where?
Actually, I don't remember. The only reason, in fact, if I hadn't, I remember some other, I had heard some other officers mention Young and Finch before. That's the only reason I really remember it.
Okay.
But otherwise, I actually wouldn't have remembered that it's
remember.
yeah,
Okay.
Young and Finch. I just knew that I started seeing a lot of people walking.
Okay. Am I correct when I say that you knew at least you were on Yonge Street?
Yes.
And you knew that you were...
Because I specifically chose it beforehand, because that's why, because I even looked for that ramp from Highway 7 to Yonge.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, nevertheless, you're at a stoplight. You said.
Yes.
And now are you faced with a red light? You're stopped.
Yes, but as soon as it turned green, I started going.
Okay, and just walk me through this. Okay, step by step. So it turns green, and what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that this is it. I see all these people. It's time to go for it.
Time to go for it. And what do you do?
I floor the pedal.
Yep.
I speed the van towards them, and I allow the van to collide with them.
Okay. And then what happens?
Some people get knocked out of the way. Some people roll over the top of the van.
Okay. And then what happens?
I continue doing that until, in fact, actually, to be honest, the only reason I stopped my attack was because someone's drink got splashed on my windshield, and I was worried that I would crash the van anyway, so I decided, okay, now I wanted to do more, but I've kind of been foiled by a lack of visibility. So then that's when I turned right, and I saw the cops approaching, so I decided to pull over and get out of my van.
Okay.
Al final del interrogatorio, Minassian describe esos momentos horribles, cuando subió a la acera y atropelló a la gente, como si estuviera contando una parte de un videojuego. Describe cómo las personas rodaban por encima del vehículo con términos técnicos como colisión, y el detective le hace la última pregunta. Han muerto 10 personas. ¿Cómo te sientes? La respuesta de Minassian pasará a la historia de la psicología criminal. Siento que he cumplido mi misión, sin remordimientos, sin disculpas, sin temblar. Esto demuestra que Minassian veía esta masacre como un proceso de ludificación. Las víctimas no eran personas reales para él, sino NPC que había que eliminar en el juego. Beta Uprising. Esta respuesta no demuestra que esté loco, sino todo lo contrario, que es un asesino frío, con rasgos antisociales y plenamente consciente de lo que ha hecho. Si las frías confesiones de Alek Minassian te han helado la sangre y quieres seguir esta serie en la que exploramos los oscuros recovecos de la psicología humana, suscríbete al canal y activa las notificaciones para no perderte el episodio final, en el que explicaré la sentencia del tribunal y cómo la defensa jugó la carta del autismo. Una vez cerrada la puerta de la sala de interrogatorios, la fantasía de heroísmo que Alek Minassian se había creado en su cabeza llegó a su fin y la cruda realidad comenzó a golpearle en la cara. Le había dicho al detective Thomas, he cumplido mi misión. Sin embargo, el proceso real acababa de comenzar. No había ninguna duda de que este hombre, que había matado a 10 personas y herido a 16, era culpable del delito. Estaba en el lugar de los hechos y había confesado. Sin embargo, sus abogados acudieron al tribunal con una estrategia de defensa bastante arriesgada y controvertida que enfureció a todo. Canadá no tiene capacidad penal. La defensa alegó que Minassian carecía de la capacidad de empatizar debido a su trastorno del espectro autista y que la forma en que su cerebro procesaba la información le impedía comprender el sufrimiento de las personas. Según ellos, Minassian no tenía la capacidad mental para comprender que lo que había hecho era moralmente incorrecto. En resumen, decían, no es una mala persona, simplemente su cerebro funciona así. Esta defensa causó un gran revuelo, especialmente en la comunidad autista. Se temía que se creara una percepción peligrosa y errónea de que las personas con autismo son propensas a la violencia. Sin embargo, la Fiscalía y los expertos en psiquiatría no tardaron en refutar esta tesis. Presentaron como prueba las grabaciones de los interrogatorios y las imágenes que acabamos de ver. Minassian había alquilado un coche, había planificado la ruta, había preparado el mensaje de Facebook y había incluso pensado cómo actuaría en el momento de ser detenido. Los expertos fueron claros. Minassian no estaba en estado de psicosis, no tenía alucinaciones, no había perdido el contacto con la realidad. Era simplemente un asesino extremadamente racional, lleno de ira narcisista, que quería vengarse de su soledad y su fracaso en el autismo. No explicaba que cometiera el asesinato, sino quizás solo que pareciera tan insensible al cometerlo. Cuando llegó el día del veredicto, en marzo de 2021, la jueza Anne Malloy dictó una sentencia que pasará a la historia del derecho. Rechazó toda la defensa de Minassian. Al leer el texto de la sentencia, la jueza Malloy rechazó el mayor deseo de Minassian, es decir, su deseo de ser famoso. Se negó a mencionar su nombre en la vista de la sentencia. Solo se refirió a él como Cuando. No le dio la fama que deseaba. La jueza utilizó las siguientes palabras para referirse a Minassian: es un farsante que busca la fama y que intenta ocultar su falta de empatía tras la máscara del autismo. Y se dictó sentencia. Alek Minassian fue declarado culpable de 10 asesinatos en primer grado y 16 intentos de asesinato. ¿Cuál fue su sentencia? Según la legislación canadiense, el asesinato en primer grado se castiga automáticamente con cadena perpetua, es decir, con cadena perpetua. Sin embargo, aquí se produjo un interesante giro legal. Normalmente, los fiscales pedían que se sumaran 25 años por cada víctima. Sin embargo, una sentencia dictada en ese momento por el Tribunal Supremo de Canadá calificó la acumulación de penas como cruel y desproporcionada y la anuló. Por lo tanto, Minassian fue condenado a cadena perpetua, pero técnicamente tendrá derecho a solicitar la libertad condicional dentro de 25 años, es decir, en 2043, pero no se equivoquen. Esto no significa que vaya a quedar en libertad dentro de 25 años. Según los juristas, la posibilidad de que el autor de una masacre tan brutal y mediática sea puesto en libertad es prácticamente imposible. Probablemente exhalará su último aliento entre rejas. Alek Minassian creía que había iniciado la revuelta beta y que se convertiría en un héroe. Pero hoy en día no es un héroe. Incluso en los rincones más oscuros de Internet, su nombre está a punto de desaparecer y se le recuerda como un pobre imitador. Puede que su ideología le haya dado un propósito, pero la justicia le ha dado el final que se merece. La ciudad de Toronto, por su parte, ha curado sus heridas. El recuerdo de las 10 personas inocentes que perdieron la vida ese día en Yonge Street sigue vivo de una forma mucho más poderosa y duradera que el nombre del asesino. Por muy planificado y frívolo que sea el mal, lo único que deja tras de sí es destrucción y un gran vacío. Si te ha gustado esta serie, en la que analizamos este trágico suceso y profundizamos en la psicología criminal, no olvides darle a me gusta al vídeo y suscribirte al canal para recibir más archivos similares. Nos vemos en el próximo archivo. Adiós.